So I'm really excited to do this character because I've never once done this character in the 5 years I've been doing this channel. I've never once thought about this character. Hello everyone and welcome to KEYRINGS. If you're new here, I do Disney themed videos. So the last one was actually my Toko Kawaii subscription. Not seen that, please go check that out. And today I'm actually doing Giselle from Enchanted. Now the reason why I've not actually done Giselle is because I don't have enough Giselle stuff, and unfortunately I still don't have enough. I've only got a few items, so this will be a very short video. Now the only downside with obviously Enchanted is the fact there's not a lot of merchandise out there. I have said in previous videos that she's one of my favourite like princesses characters. She's one of my favourite films. I absolutely love the new one that came out because we actually watched it on Christmas Day. So if you saw my vlog, obviously us celebrating Christmas, we actually watched Disenchanted, and I was really disappointed that they didn't bring out more merchandise. Like I have seen some stuff, like for example dolls and things like that on eBay, but they're like really expensive, so it's more than obviously I can afford. So I'm just going to show you the things I do have. Like I said, I don't have a lot, but I just couldn't resist. I had to do this video now, so yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing obviously we have to talk about is obviously the movie. Like for me, I absolutely love watching this. So when this came out, I actually got this for my birthday. I absolutely love this movie. Like it's one of those things that like I could quite happily just put on all the time. It's definitely in my top, I would say like 3 or 4 like Disney movies, but then again it's in my top say 5 movies of all time. I absolutely love the concept of obviously it starts off animation, which is my favorite, like hand drawn is my favorite like version of Disney, and then obviously it goes into the real world, and I just like the fact that it starts off traditionally like a Disney film where obviously like the girl meets boy, they fall in love, get married, but then obviously reality kind of sticks in, so it's kind of really good. I love the twist ending to it as well. For me, I could not start this without actually talking about the film, but like I said, they have brought out the second one. I don't know if they're actually releasing it on DVD, so I've only ever seen it on Disney Plus, so I don't know if they are going to release it on DVD. Hopefully they will, so obviously I can get it. Now another thing I've got, which I'd like to start using my stuff, so it's one of those things that people buy me stuff expecting them to go in the shrine, and I was like, no, I really want to start using my things. So one thing Ruben actually got me a while ago was actually the Enchanted book, and I absolutely love it. I love the fact it looks exactly like the book from the film. Now originally I wasn't going to use it because it was so pretty, so obviously they do have some scenes from the films in there, so obviously they've got that scene there, and then obviously they've got her house in the woods on the back as well, and then the pages themselves are just really pretty. So obviously they've got the little characters in the corners, which I absolutely love, and the paper is really nice as well. But it's just one of those things that I was like, oh, I don't really want to use it because it's just such a pretty book. But at the same time I was like, no, I hate that I keep requesting books. So for example, I've got Hunchback of Notre Dame book, and I just hate that I don't use them, so I have actually started to use them. So this one is actually one that I use quite frequently now. When we plan to go to Italy, I wrote everything in here as well, so obviously where things were location wise and how much things were going to cost and what we were doing every day. So it's something that I do actually want to start using, kind of like an everyday thing. So one thing I actually got recently, which Ruben actually got me for Christmas, which was this one here. Now this is actually one of the only things I could actually find on the Disney Store website. So this actually is celebrating 15 years of Enchanted, but like I said, I was just really disappointed the fact that they brought out the new film like in November, and then it had hardly any merchandise on the Disney Store website. But this is so pretty. So this is actually something that actually lives downstairs, so I did actually vlog about putting this downstairs by the TV because I absolutely love the idea of being able to see this more often. I love the idea of obviously having the little animals on the bottom as well. It's just, for me, like I said, I just wish they did more stuff that was like more on my budget. Like I hate the fact they brought out too many sort of like collector's editions or limited edition stuff, and it's just too expensive. It's just stuff that I just can't justify because a lot of this stuff either I buy myself or my friends and family buy, so none of this is gifted to me. Like, you know, it's not like sponsored or anything, so I sometimes can't justify like £500 on a doll, which I know I would love to have, but that's just like a stupid amount of money. So another thing Ruben got me in the past was actually this here, which was from Colourpop. So this was the designer collection Ever After, and this is the Giselle bundle. So you actually got a highlighter, which was the Andalasia one, and then you also got the lip gloss, which was at Prince Edward. So it comes in this really nice box here. So the box I actually keep up here because it's really pretty, whereas I've actually had to put the items back in because they're actually downstairs normally. So I normally have it on this side, so when I have it on the shrine I actually have it on this side because that's such a pretty version of Giselle there. And then inside you've actually got the highlighter, and then you've got the lip gloss. Like I said, the highlighter actually lives downstairs, so this actually lives with my other makeup. So if you've ever seen like my vlogs, like behind the scenes obviously my vanity where I've got all my Disney makeup, this actually lives down there. This is such a pretty colour. Like I have kind of swatched it just to kind of see, but at the same time I was like, again, I don't want to use stuff just for the sake of using it. I've got loads of other stuff that I'm in the process of using because I've bought a lot of Revolution stuff in the past, so I'm kind of using up those because I don't want to open or use something new when I've already got something else on the go. But yeah, like for me this was such a pretty set, and obviously got the lip gloss in there as well. So the lip gloss is like it's kind of like a pinky reddy kind of colour. So this one is the lip gloss here, so like I said, so this one is like a pinky reddy kind of, so this one's like more of a pinky reddy colour. So like I said, it's something that I don't actually want to use this one because I do have loads of colours similar to this, like my everyday ones. I do have other ones that are non-Disney that are similar colours to theirs, so I don't actually want to use this one because I like the idea of obviously this one being more or less like pristine in the packaging. But it's just really nice, just like I said, just to have it in the set, and then obviously have this up in the shrine. But like I said, I just wish they did more. Like I'm glad they're actually starting to do more stuff with like the non-traditional princesses. So for example, obviously they did this whole range with Colourpop. So like I said, this was the Giselle bundle, but like I said, they've done so many other ones as well. They've obviously done a masquerade ones, so obviously got eyeshadows as well. But it's just nice that they are starting to do like the non-traditional princesses. So another thing I got was actually this one here. So I did a whole video on this where I actually got this from an eBay seller. I then contacted them to then obviously request more because I can't remember which character it was at the time. There was a certain character that they had already posted, that they'd already made, and then I sort of said, oh, do you do like requests? And so I'll also link everything down below for you. And I sort of said like certain characters, like, oh, can you do like Kida, can you do Pocahontas, can you do Giselle? Now I forget what this type of thing is called. I know this particular thing has a name. I completely forgot. It's like a beading kind of thing. I'm not really into arts and crafts this sort of way, so I'm not really sure what this is called. But the fact that obviously she makes these for requests, and this one I actually got turned into a magnet. So some of them you can obviously have if you want as like key rings or like photo frames, that kind of thing. So she does quite a lot. And like I said, I just found her on eBay one day when I was just obviously doing my general Disney search on eBay. One of these sort of things came up, so obviously I went on to her page, and then I sort of messaged and be like, do you do requests? Because obviously for me, I know there's certain characters that I would like, which not necessarily other people would think obviously to make. So it's really nice of her to obviously make these. Like I said, she made me other ones. So there's obviously a video that I did obviously me unboxing them, because obviously I had Lion King ones, I had villains ones, like I said I have other princess ones as well. And it was quite nice the fact that there are actually people out there that you can also request for. Now this one is just mine, so I just thought I'd said it in the end because obviously I don't have a lot of Giselle stuff, so this is something that I made. So last year me and Ruben were actually going for a phase where we would actually do more stuff in the evenings, because obviously us having to work so much, it was quite nice to come home to obviously having something to do. And I actually made this. I'm not saying in any way I'm any good at anything, but yeah, we just went for a phase obviously of we just bought some stuff on Amazon, and it's one of those things that you make it, you put it in the oven, it then obviously hardens it. But yeah, so I just made this. Like I said, this is something that I did that I just wanted to do more Giselle stuff, because like I said, I don't have a lot, so if I ever do have like a part on the shrine for Giselle, this is obviously going to go on there. But like I said, this is just something that I made because I was like, okay, I just need I need more Giselle stuff, and it's one of those things that it was really fun to make. But yeah, for me this is more of a memory thing obviously of my time with Ruben. Like I said, when we had summer where like it wasn't necessarily a depressing time, but I wasn't obviously enjoying my time at work. Since then I have actually left that job and I started a new job, so I'm actually in my new job at the moment, which I absolutely love. So it's one of those things that it just kind of reminds me of a time where it's like, okay, things weren't so bad, but things do get better. So like I said, so that was my Enchanted / Giselle video. Like I said, I'm not going to do one anytime soon. This is it. Like I said, I've been doing this channel for about 5 years now. Like this is the first time I've ever done a Giselle video. Obviously I have mentioned some of the stuff in previous videos, for example like my birthdays and Christmases, but at the same time it's like I've never done an actual Enchanted video because I just don't have this stuff. if there's any way that you guys know that I can actually get hold of anything, so if you know of people who make stuff, or if you know of any like sites that do things, or like any dolls or merchandise or anything, then please let me know down below, because I'd love to have more Giselle stuff for my collection, because like I said, it's one of my favourite films and I'd just love to have more stuff for it. So if there's anything that you guys think, oh, I might like, then please let me know down below, and that's something obviously I can look into. If you like this kind of videos, then I'd be very grateful if you could obviously like and subscribe. My goal this year is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So obviously, like I said, I've been doing this channel for about 5 years now, and I'm only up to about like 600 subscribers. So I'd really love it at the end of this year, so the end of 2023, to actually get to 1,000. That is my goal. So if that's something that you want to be part of, then please, like I said, like click the bell, the notifications, subscribe and all that jazz. But yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Later days.